The three great Dojutsu are special Kekkei Genkai passed down through the descendants of Kaguya Otsutsuki and the children respective to the Otsutsuki bloodline. Dojutsus are visual Kekkei Genkai that refers to the abilities of the eyes. Everyone who possesses a Dojutsu has some sort of noticeable characteristic difference to the look of their eyes. The three great Dojutsu refer to the most well-known and infamous eyes, these being the Sharingan, the Rinnegan, and the Byakugan. All of these Dojutsu provide a number of passive abilities such as enhanced perception to more specific activation-based abilities like the ones provided by the Mangekyo Sharingan. In this video, I'll be going over all of the abilities, powers, and backgrounds of the Sharingan along with any extra information about the Dojutsu. This video will be split into two main parts and timestamps will be left in the description. Firstly, I'll be explaining the base Sharingan. After that, I'll be explaining the Mangekyo Sharingan as well as the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. This will be part 1 of a 3-part series, with the Rinnegan and Byakugan being videos released at a later date. The Sharingan is a visual Kekkei Genkai specific to the Uchiha clan. The first instance of the awakening of the Sharingan as an independent Dojutsu was by Indra Otsutsuki. Through the descendants of Indra, the Uchiha clan was formed and the Sharingan became an inherited trait of the clan. The Sharingan in appearance turns the irises of the user red when activated, while adding an inner ring into their irises that hold 1 to 3 tomoes placed on the ring that depends on how much the individual has evolved it. These three make up the base Sharingan. Members of the Uchiha clan don't have the innate ability to access the Sharingan from birth or even as they grow up. The awakening of the Sharingan is a result of the person experiencing a powerful emotion like extreme grief, sadness, or joy. Through these emotions, the brains of the members of the Uchiha clan release a special type of chakra unique to them that affects the optic nerves, which transforms their eye into the Sharingan. The evolution of the base Sharingan comes in 3 forms, being the 1 tomoe, the 2 tomoe, and the 3 tomoe Sharingan. Upon awakening, the user typically only has 1 tomoe. However, in rare instances, the user can gain 2 tomoe on their awakening. Once awakened, the Sharingan can be evolved through the same process of experiencing extreme conditions or powerful emotions. The fully matured Sharingan can be seen with a 3rd tomoe. The Sharingan can be transplanted into those who aren't Uchiha, however the chakra toll on those not born naturally with it is heavy and they are also unable to deactivate it. This leads many who have transplanted Sharingan to only have one of the eyes and to keep the eye covered to reduce chakra drainage. This means that the full potential of the Sharingan can only be awakened by those of the Uchiha clan who possess 2 Sharingan. All of the abilities of the Sharingan are available to the user from the moment they awaken it. The evolution of the Sharingan doesn't provide more abilities, rather it increases the proficiency of the abilities, such as with every evolution expands on the user's perception. The Sharingan grants 2 broad abilities, being Insight and Hypnotism. Being known as the Eye of Insight, somebody with the Sharingan can see internal chakra flows of others, and can see chakra through some obstructions. They can also see abnormalities in somebody's chakra flow, such as when a person is put under a genjutsu, which is an illusion. The users of the Sharingan are also granted incredible clarity of perception, giving the user the ability to mimic the movements of others almost flawlessly and read lips. Once fully developed, the perception of the 3 tomoe Sharingan allows the user some level of predictive abilities. They can see the next movements of a person based on the tension in their muscles. This gives them the ability to act accordingly to somebody's next move in a fight, such as dodge or counterattack. They can also, through reading hand signs and chakra signatures, predict a person's next jutsu. Along with being able to predict moves, a user of the Sharingan can also copy most genjutsu, ninjutsu, and taijutsu abilities with near flawless accuracy, given they have the physical capabilities to perform the jutsu. This usually only takes a one-time glance at the move for the user to be able to replicate it. However, the restriction on this is that the user may not be able to replicate the jutsu to the same magnitude or efficiency if they don't have enough chakra to do so, and they cannot copy Kekkei Genkai or other bloodline inherited techniques. The Sharingan also has hypnotic and illusionary abilities. These abilities are more influential than anything. Through making eye contact, the user has the ability to manipulate and suggest the actions of others through their mind, sometimes with the effect of their actions being completely unaware to the victim, with them believing that the actions they are taking are one of their own accord. This ability can range from being nothing more than a slight influence that may or may not be taken into account by the other person, to full-on body manipulation, with the Sharingan user being able to control the movements and actions of the victim. The sign of somebody who is under this manipulation can be identified by their eyes reflecting the pattern of a Sharingan. Outside the insight and hypnotic abilities of the Sharingan, there are actually two more abilities called the Izanami and Izanagi. Both of these techniques are extremely powerful, however they can only be used once per Sharingan, as the effect of using it is permanent blindness in both the Sharingan and the normal eye. The Izanagi technique allows a person to warp reality and bring illusions into reality and turn reality into illusions. The Izanagi can only be active for a few seconds and is primarily used as a way to alter destiny to escape death. The Izanami is a genjutsu made to punish those who would use the Sharingan to abuse the Izanagi. The Izanami would capture someone in an infinite mental loop, replaying a moment of events, usually one that includes fighting. This loop is completely inescapable and the victim is aware of the moment, replaying constantly as if it were looping in real time, while also being able to sense everything happening in the moment. The only way to escape the Izanami is to be able to accept fate in a sense, as many Izanagi abusers used it as a way to reject and alter their own fate. More so, to escape the Izanami is to come to a term, or realization, and accept whatever the jutsu caster had intended for the person they used the technique on. The Sharingan, after the third Tomoe, has an advanced form, one outside the base 3. This is called the Mangekyo Sharingan, and it has one evolution referred to as the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. The Mangekyo is an extremely rare evolution that few people have ever awakened. The awakening of the Mangekyo Sharingan first requires an Uchiha to fully evolve the base Sharingan into the 3 Tomoe Sharingan. From there, the user needs to experience a great loss or trauma, something that stands as a turning point for them emotionally, such as the death or abandonment of a loved one. From there, the user will awaken the Mangekyo Sharingan. The Mangekyo can be defined and spotted by its change in design from the base. While the irises of the user remain the same red color, the internal design of the Tomoe switch as they become connected in a pattern that resembles a pinwheel. Unlike the base, everybody with a Mangekyo Sharingan will have a different design and nobody's is the same. The Mangekyo can be switched on and off from the base 3 Tomoe Sharingan, and this also applies to people who have transplanted Sharingan who aren't from the Uchiha clan. The Mangekyo takes a heavy toll on the person's physical state, even to those who are considered true wielders. Overuse of the Mangekyo causes extreme physical pain on the user, as well as quickly depletes their chakra and causes irreparable damage to their eyes. Through the continued use of the Mangekyo, the user will always eventually go blind and lose the ability to access their Sharingan. Even when only used briefly and carefully, every use of the Mangekyo Sharingan will eventually lead closer to blindness. The Mangekyo expands even further upon the user's perceptive and illusionary abilities, while also granting specific abilities that vary from person to person. These abilities usually consist of one or two of them that may be different or connected through their eyes. An example is Sasuke Uchiha, who through his left eye can release Amaterasu, the forever burning black flames. Then, with his right, he can manipulate the form of the flames with Kagutsuchi, or the ability may be in both eyes, such as Shisui Uchiha's Koto Matsukami, which he can activate through either his left or right eye. Some of the most well known of these specific abilities are Sasuke Uchiha, who can use the Amaterasu, which is a black flame considered to be the highest level of fire release. This flame will continually burn forever until the target is burnt to ash or the user casts off the jutsu. He can also use Kagutsuchi with his right eye, which allows him to change the form of the flames. Itachi Uchiha, who can also use the Amaterasu and also use one of the most powerful genjutsu techniques being the Tsukuyomi. This allows him to trap somebody in an illusion world of Itachi's design, where he can even control the passage of time within the genjutsu, making real world seconds feel like days. Obito Uchiha, who has the Kamui, a space-time ninjutsu that allows him to transport himself and anyone or anything of his choosing into a pocket dimension. And Shisui Uchiha's Koto Matsukami, the most powerful genjutsu ability in existence that allows him to perfectly control and manipulate somebody to do basically anything he wants. This goes completely unnoticed to the victim, with them carrying out Shisui's will completely oblivious to the fact that it isn't their own, even being able to provide a person with false experiences. Mangekyo users also have access to the Susanoo, which is considered to be the most powerful ability of the Mangekyo. The Susanoo is a giant humanoid avatar made from the user's chakra that manifests around them that they use to fight with. The Susanoo has a different design, color, and weapon that varies from user to user, as well as several stages that develop before the full body humanoid Susanoo. These are the skeletal Susanoo, then the humanoid Susanoo with muscles and skin on their upper half, the armored Susanoo where it manifests armor around the skin, then finally the complete body Susanoo where it manifests legs and wings with a full set of armor. At this stage, the Susanoo is able to fly and has around comparable chakra to the tail beasts and is similar in size to them too. Every evolution of the Susanoo buffs all the stats of the form, increasing strength, speed, and durability. While each Susanoo basically functions the same, the weapons used by the Susanoo are different from each other. For example, Kakashi's Susanoo uses the Kamui Shurikens, Madara's Susanoo uses a sword, Sasuke's Susanoo uses a bow, and Itachi's Susanoo uses the Totsuka Blade and Yata Mirror. The Totsuka Blade being an advanced sealing jutsu and the Yata Mirror being able to negate all attacks. Lastly to cover is the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. The Eternal Mangekyo is basically the same as a normal Mangekyo, however the difference is that with the Eternal, the user of the Mangekyo negates the eventual blindness caused by the uses of it. This means that somebody with the Eternal Mangekyo can continually use it without needing to worry about it leading to blindness. To achieve the Eternal, a user of the Mangekyo needs to transplant the eyes of an Uchiha with strong blood ties who also possesses a Mangekyo into their own. This will, in a sense, merge the two eyes, granting the user with the ability from both of them, as well as near completely removing the overall fatigue caused by the Mangekyo. The Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan is the most advanced form of the Dojutsu and has only been achieved by two people, being Sasuke Uchiha, who took his brother Itachi's eyes, and Madara Uchiha, who took his brother Izuna's eyes. And that wraps up the Sharingan. This is part 1 of a 3-part series where I go over and explain all of the 3 great Dojutsu in the Naruto series. Coming up will be the Rinnegan and Byakugan videos, and I'm also on the channel working on a few different projects alongside this one. I plan on releasing an Ichigo abilities explained video and also a Luffy vs Naruto video. I'm not going to set any definitive deadlines on those videos just yet, however they will be ones I do make and release at some point. Thanks for watching, and if you've gotten this far into the video, I'd appreciate if you could drop a like on it and consider subscribing. And with all that said, I'll see you guys later.